Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
It is I, Madam X.
Just casually talking to Madam X. No big deal.
I can barely hear you.
Okay.
You're very quiet, your volume.
I'll be louder. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Better? Okay.
Madam X, June 14th. It is your 14th album. What does that mean to you?
Goodness gracious. That means I'm a hard-working girl.
Fact.
I feel like I've made a lot more than 14 records. To me, it seems like a low number.
We'll go check her.
This is your 14th album. I'm like, is that all I've done? I'm sure I've made more than 14 records.
I feel like
but
that's
I guess
a
it
lot.
doesn't take into account soundtracks and
Singles.
greatest hits and compilation records and things like that.
Documentaries. I'm curious.
Yeah, that too.
I'm curious about Madam X. We got to see her on stage. Was it the Billboard Music Awards, Kennedy? Is that correct? And I just loved the show that you put on for this
thank you so much.
introduce everybody to Madam X. Can you talk a little bit about your inspiration for her?
I mean, in regards to the personas that were in the show, or just the album in general?
I think, in my opinion, you're in constant reemergence as Madonna. That you don't stick with just one thing, and you kind of create these characters, or the person with whom you are going to interact.
I've been called many things, but I also am many things.
Right.
True and false. Some of it's realistic and practical, and other things are more metaphorical. So I am a mother, but I also consider myself a teacher and a student. I am an equestrian. I ride horses, but I also clean my house. I'm not a head of state yet, but I might be one day. ... I'm definitely a cabaret singer, and I've been called a saint and a prostitute. So, I do know how to teach the cha-cha.
But I feel like when you do these things, when you decide that, this album, it's going to be like the boy toy look, and this thing, Blonde Ambition, was the Gautier and the cones and all of that. How deeply do you get into that world, or is it just, I want to look like this, but do you always create a backstory for yourself?
Well, this time I created a character who could be many personas. So if you think about what a secret agent does, like say they have to always become something else so they can fit into that world, so they can do their job, get information, or save somebody's life, or you know what I mean? So, and I am all of those things. I do travel around the world. I do change my identity. I am fighting for freedom. I hope I'm bringing light to dark places. So, I basically I'm just saying what it is. But the name Madam X is a name that I was given when I was 19, and I was a student at the Martha Graham School, and she gave me that name specifically for that reason. That she said that every time I came to class, she didn't recognize me because I kept changing my hairstyles and the way I looked, and so she was kind of giving me a hard time and criticizing me, but I took it as a compliment.
Madonna, Madam X, June 14th at the Box Center Wang Theater here in Boston, November 30th, December 1st, and December 2nd. What is more exhilarating for you, Madonna, playing to a huge arena full of people or playing at a small, intimate venue where you can see the people and how they're reacting to your art?
I think they're equally exhilarating. I think playing in a huge, stadium, open field, 100,000 people is like the energy of that is overwhelming and takes your breath away. However, there's nothing intimate about it. And I always find when I'm on tour and I'm playing big places, when I get to play the off, small theater here and there along the way, I'm always so thrilled to get into a small room and to be able to see people's faces and look into their eyes and, hear what they're saying and talk back to people and have an audience connection that I just can't have in a big, sports arena.
So you're no stranger to controversy. Your song Like a Prayer made some folks angry.
I don't think so.
Some countries were, when you went to perform, were like, I don't think so. We preferred if you didn't masturbate on stage and stuff like that. When you get these things, does it only make you stronger?
When people tell me not, when people try to censor me, you mean?
Correct.
It makes me want to do it even more, of course.
I have in front of me your Madonna Like a Virgin album. I think this is from 1984. And first of all, just having an album and the way it's presented and seeing the
Having
lyrics.
some vinyl.
Yeah, I have.
Holding the vinyl in your hands.
There's something.
How does it feel?
When I took it out of the cabinet last
It's a little
night,
water damage, but it's all right.
it's in it's in pretty good shape. But I look at the cover and the way that you are dressed. When you look back on yourself from that year, is there anything that stands out about what you were going through as you were shooting the photo for the album, as you were doing promo, as you were getting ready to tour for this?
I mean, it was all pretty new then, so I kind of didn't really know what was in store. Like the photo shoot I did with Steven Meisel for that was one of my first big photo shoots, and people throwing clothes at me, and it was all new, and it was fun and exciting. But I was the observer. And rehearsing for the tour, honestly, I didn't have any idea what was in store for me. So thankfully I had years of dance training, and I was disciplined, and I took it seriously, and I approached it from a very professional point of view, and I just put one foot in front of the other. I wasn't scared because honestly, I didn't know what was going to happen.
So speaking of the Like a Virgin, Madonna, do you know who the singer Lizzo is? Are you familiar with her?
No.
Okay.
What is that?
She's amazing. She's
I?
She really is. She sings songs about empowerment, about being okay with your body. Check her out when you have some down moments. But she was just here, and she wanted to ask you a question.
How do you spell her name?
Lizzo. You're gonna love her.
Oh my God, I'm so nervous. I hope that she likes this question. But Madonna, do you still feel like a virgin?
I mean, define virgin.
That's kind of what I thought too.
The real meaning of the word virgin means undefiled.
Well,
complete. So
I way past that personally.
Yeah. So I would say yes. Yes, I do.
We are almost out of time. Madonna, June 14th, the album comes out, Madam X, at the Box Center Wang Theater for 3 intimate shows, November 30th, December 1st, December 2nd. One last question. Do you ever get a few moments to yourself? I mean, right now you're getting ready to tour, so there's that production, there's the album, there's the promo. Do you get any time right now for the mundane? Like, did you see Avengers or did you watch Game of Thrones? Like, what is something mundane that you've done recently, Madonna?
Well, I don't consider watching Game of Thrones mundane, but I did do that, yes.
Do you have any thoughts on the ending of the series?
I haven't gotten through it yet, so please don't ruin things for me. But I do occasionally, go out to dinner or take a walk around the block or watch a movie with my children or just watch a movie on my own.
There you go.
Madonna, Madam X, go see the show, Box Center Wang Theater, November 30th, December 1st and 2nd. Thank you so much. We can't wait to see you when you come to town, Madonna.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Did you just hang up on her, Dan, before she said thank you?
I did.
I felt like she was giving the phone away to somebody else.
Maybe that was somebody else saying thank you? You hope?
No, she was done.
I'm sweating.
I got a text message when we got down to the last 60 seconds of the interview from her people. They're like, say goodbye.
I love that.
Can I just say real quick, bro, if you spoiled the end of Game of Thrones for Madonna.
I know, that would have been so nerve-wracking.
She would have hurt you.
I'm so glad, because I was going to ask the question, what did you think about blank? And I'm so glad I didn't phrase it like that.
I almost bit my tongue. I got so nervous.
Right. That was awesome. We interviewed Madonna.
Like I said, I'm sweating. Just sweating.
Karson and Kennedy on Mix 104.1.